Well, it all started just by going for a Wellman clinic. My daughter's was nagging me something terrible. She's in the medical profession, and she said it's 20 years since you've had it been checked over, so have a blood test. And so I did do, and I had one prior to going on holiday. So there was a letter behind the door when we got back. Please make an appointment to see a doctor as soon as possible regarding the blood test, which, well, we were thinking all sorts because I was on painkillers at that time, and I thought, well, is this affecting my blood or wherever? And then he come up with a bombshell of leukaemia. First you get over the shock of leukemia, then you're going on to see what type you've got. And he says, yes, it's what we thought, it's CLL. It's chronic lymphomic leukemia. Oh, that's fine. No, and that's as much as we got to know. And we didn't really know anything else after that. And he just kept saying, right, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll just see when we'll let it get worse, which then that's the first I heard of watch and wait. I couldn't understand at that time. It was only later on I found out why they couldn't do it, but it was just very frustrating, disappointment and frustration. You know, I just wanted rid of it. You know, I wanted to get back to normal. It's a horrible disease, is leukemia, and it's scary to say the least. Even the word is scary. Anybody says leukemia to you and they look, oh, I'm very sorry. Oh, I'm not dead yet. Moods were rather bad because obviously it does. You worry a lot because you just don't know what's coming. You really don't know what's coming, and it does worry you, and then I think your mood gets a bit frayed. Actually, is rather a better word for it. And you get anxious and anxiety, all that sort of stuff. I was all right until the white blood cells were rising, and so obviously it was getting closer and closer was the threat of treatment. And the fatigue and tiredness was taking over on me. I became anemic and getting closer and closer and closer. But because of my fitness, we went to Machu and we did all sorts. We never let it stop us. We always got on with things that we wanted to do. We trekked over Machu Picchu in Peru, and actually the hematologist was amazed. He said, for a man of your age, and to say that you've kept yourself fit, you've lasted another 12 months without treatment. Well, I started my treatment, and they gave me a treatment of FCR. Now, it is a very toxic type of treatment, and it's 2 cancer chemotherapy drugs and 1 rituximab. Now, I did have a very severe reaction to the rituximab on the first attempt. They hospitalised me overnight just to let things settle down, but they said it's quite normal for this to happen, to allow your body to get used to what the drug you're taking. But the treatment itself I handled very well. I went through 6 sessions of SCR over 6 months, and it was amazing. I had very little sickness. I'd say I had 1 bad day per month sickness, and that was it. So I see him, the haematologist, every 4 months. I was seeing him every 4 months prior to the treatment, which then went to every 2 months up to when it got very close to it. But now he's seeing me every 4 months, checks me, everything is going great. He said he's quite happy with things, but he'll still keep an eye on you for the next 4 months at every time. I think I'm more used to it by now. You know, I feel more relaxed. I don't know, I'm not expecting bad news. If you know, I don't know whether you can understand that. Because I feel well, I'm just not expecting it. So whereas before I knew it was deteriorating, now I've gone the other way. And I do know what to expect. It's easier the second time round on watch and wait, because you've gone through it, you realise what it's all about. I have a part-time job and I have loads to do around the house. Absolutely loads to do. I like to keep busy at all times. I'm a strong DIY man. I go cycling, walking, anything I can just to keep myself fit as well. Any advice I would give on this sort of treatment is just be patient and get into support groups, meet people, because there's people there that's going through or have gone through what you're going through, and they'll put you at ease. Even while we're on Watch and Wait, we travelled all over. We dived in the Caucasus Islands, and we've walked Machu Picchu. We've done all sorts, and then after treatment we've done more charity stuff, like swimming Coniston in a relay for RNLI. We've just done a zip slide for the Lymphoma Action Group. But just live your life normally and just do it. Don't hold back. You only rent this space for a short time.